Don't play with me. You better have seen it. These 3 required education in my household. Shout out to whoever uncle dropped that off at the thrift store, because yes, thank you so much. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to deep dive into my DVD collection. I have literally been spending the last 2 months of my life digging into thrift stores, finding all of the movies that are either nostalgic to me or just classic Black cinema that I need to have in my collection. Here are the reasons why I decided to start collecting in 2026. I know it's crazy. DVDs are the things of the early 2000s, but y'all, after you hear my reasons, I'm sure you're going to start creating your collection as well. Number 1 reason why I started collecting is to have something to share with friends and family when they come and visit. And it's like a manifestation of who I am in physical form. Number 2 is probably the monetary reason and why a lot of us probably should get into actually owning things again. Please, let's get into owning things once we buy it, you know? Transparency, I don't personally subscribe to any streaming services. Like, yes, I have Hulu. Yes, I have Disney Plus. I have all of them, but I don't pay for them, y'all. And as they're continuing to crack down on that password sharing, I started to realize, like, hey, maybe I should start, building a little collection. Those are my top 2 to 3 reasons why I started collecting. Let's get into the haul. Starting off strong with some of my animated movies. I have Shrek, which changed the game as far as animation. Next up, The Addams Family. I literally watched this last night. I love the second one when the kids went to camp, but both are simply iconic. When I tell y'all, I had this movie on VHS, the orange tape. Rugrats in Paris is coming up. I need that. I'm not really a fan of the Go Wild one, but this one would take me there. I was a huge Rugrats kid. Like, Rugrats was my favorite cartoon. And when they had this come out, what did this come out in, like 98? I had to be like 6. So yeah, I had to get this movie deal for the first time. Aristocats. I am not going to go as far as to have every single Disney movie in my collection, but Aristocats is probably one of the old school animated Disney movies that I love. I'm not really a fan of like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, that era, but Aristocats, when I tell you I wanted to be a cat so bad. Okay, another animated movie, Lion King, goes without saying. Aladdin, you have Robin Williams as the genie. Another thing that I love about having DVDs is everyone is super unique. This is the platinum edition, whatever that means, and it has this cute insert. And it's a 2 disc, so it has a lot of like behind the scenes stuff. All right, moving from animation to everything else in my collection, I have The Dark Knight. This is the one with the Joker, y'all. I wasn't a huge superhero type of girl until this movie came out. Meet the Parents. And this one, I watched this so much as a kid. My sisters were really, really into comedy back in the day, and this one was always on repeat. Panic Room. Probably my introduction to thrillers. This is a deep cut. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of this movie. I feel like it used to come on cable all the time. It's about this lady and her daughter. They get moved into a new house, and it has a panic room in it. And of course, I think there's some money buried in there or something. Completely spoilers all up and through this. They hide in that safe house and do some really gnarly things in order to survive. Super cool movie. School of Rock. This is my introduction into Jack Black and all that he is capable of. When I tell you, this movie used to come on Comedy Central all of the time, and I loved it. I thought it was so funny. The kids are funny. Jack Black is hilarious. He's doing his Jack Black thing, and the songs in here are some of the most memorable songs ever. Elf. When I tell you, this movie, hold on. I started my collection in December, and I have Home Alone 2 and Elf, and mostly this is what inspired me to start collecting. It is so freaking hard to find your favorite Christmas movies and which platform they're on streaming. My goal was definitely to have my favorite Christmas movies on DVD for sure. Rat Race. This is another deep cut. This is a movie that used to come on Comedy Central all the time, and it's like 1 million people in this movie. It's Mr. Bean, it's Cuba Gooding Jr., it's Whoopi Goldberg, it's Seth Green. It's about basically these billionaires are in Vegas, I believe, and they are like obsessed with betting. So they create a social experiment where these people are going on a witch hunt for $1,000,000, but they hit it like in another city or something. So they race there. It's hilarious. Crazy things happen. On a rewatch, it doesn't age as well, but it's still like a very nostalgic comedy for me. Back with another Christmas movie. Would y'all say Preacher's Wife is a Christmas movie? Absolutely, right? This one is actually from my mom's DVD collection. I don't have a lot from her collection because she watches me like a hawk when I'm over there, but I was able to sneak The Preacher's Wife. Whitney Houston in an iconic role. Dudley could get it for sure. Bring It On. 2000. This movie came out in the year 2000. That means it is 26 years old. That means I'm old. But yeah, Bring It On, the Clovers, the Rancho Carne Toros. It still holds up today. I think it's hilarious. In that same vein, Love Don't Cost a Thing. I've not seen this movie in so long, y'all. And this is like an old school DVD. This is paper. That's paper. And then you snap it. Yeah. Steve Harvey's in this movie. Nick Cannon was the man. Christina Milian, she actually wasn't terrible in it either. Y'all seen Love Don't Cost a Thing, right? Don't play with me. You better have seen it. Kill Bill. I only have volume 1, which sucks. After watching it again, I really want volume 2, so I could just watch it in its entirety. Hopefully, Quentin Tarantino releases like the full version. I low-key would buy that, but for now, I have the first Kill Bill, Volume 1, Mean Girls, Coming to America. My sisters watched so much comedy when I was growing up, and Coming to America, as well as this other movie, Life. These two movies are basically my comedy in a nutshell. And then this. And then the sitcom Martin. I have Martin in the first season on DVD. These 3 required education in my household. Also, speaking of TV shows that I have, the other one is Fresh Prince. This is 3rd season. Another thing that I love about DVDs was they would randomly, especially like in the Walmart $5 bin, they would have a disc or a DVD with like 4 movies in it. And they'll just say, oh, you can get it for $5, but this is a John Singleton collection. We have Baby Boy, Higher Learning, Boys in the Hood, and Poetic Justice. And the real tea, when I open this DVD, another thing, always open your DVDs at the thrift store, y'all. When I opened this DVD, it also had All About the Benjamins. Shout out to whoever uncle dropped that off at the thrift store, because, yes, thank you so much. All right, another Nick Cannon discography. Nick Cannon was on fire. You had to be there. Before all the babies, before Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon was that guy, and he starred in Drumline. This movie, hilarious. This is one of the movies that I remember vividly going to the theater to go see. My dad took me. He started snoring so loud in the theater, but I really enjoyed it. Rush Hour 2. Now, this is the one when Don Cheadle is running the Chinese restaurant. Unopened Dreamgirls. Wow. I still have not watched it, but Dreamgirls, what a film. What a film. What a film. And speaking of the Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter, we also have the anthology of B-Day. A little bit about it is also like archiving. All right, let's get into the black of it all. Best Man. They don't really make movies like this anymore, unfortunately. The 5 Heartbeats, the first time that I seen this movie, it had to be on VH1 or something like that. Is this just like made for TV movie? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, 5 Heartbeats, had to have that. This one actually skips a little bit, which made me very upset. Training Day. I have such a hot take that I don't really get the hype. I feel like Denzel, great performance. However, it kind of like treated the white dude like he saved the entire black community from this bad black man. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm reaching, but had to have it. It's kind of like a black staple, black cinema staple. Here we are again with another double feature, y'all. We have Waiting to Exhale as well as Soul Food. Wow. Something about the 2000s also gave stand-up comedy special. So we have the Kings of Comedy, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, in one of the most iconic sets ever. And then this is my favorite Dave Chappelle special, y'all. If you can see, it's the one when he has on the blue shirt. This one was actually the introduction of Dave Chappelle's stand-up comedic stylings for me, and it has changed drastically over the years, but this is filmed in DC. This is Killing Them Softly by Dave Chappelle. I missed one of my animated movies, y'all. I just found this like this week, Anastasia. I cannot stop talking about this movie. Okay. Bad Boys 2, love this more than the first one. Ray. When you think about amazing biopics, Jamie Foxx put his whole foot up in this movie. To this day, I believe there's kids out there that thinks Jamie Foxx is Ray Charles. Argue with your mama when I say this is the best Tyler Perry film. Now, this is another example of why I love DVDs and how unique they are. Like, look at this. This is like a book. It's like a felty type of 2-disc special edition. I love it. Another iconic biopic. What's Love Got to Do with It? Our girl Angela Bassett is portraying Tina Turner, Lawrence Fishburne, Men in Black, the OG. I think I definitely want to go ahead and get all of these in this collection, but this is the first one. When I think about scary movies, this is probably one of the first ones that I've seen. This and Halloween, H2O, which is probably another movie that I want to get, but this is Final Destination 2. This is the one that scarred you with those logs falling off the back of that, in the car crash. Yeah. The Walking Dead. Very few times will I binge watch TV shows, and in 2010 I started watching The Walking Dead and became obsessed. There's only 6 episodes in the first season, so it's only 2 discs in here. Right, the final 2 DVDs, y'all, we made it. Friday After Next, which is a Christmas movie, my introduction to Cat Williams, my favorite Friday, dare I say, because the second one is super sexual, and then the first one is just, an OG one. But this one is when it really was stepping into, no, we are a comedy. Let's make, the people laugh. So this movie is a Christmas movie and one of the favorite movies that I watch every Christmas. And last but not least is Kingdom Come. This is one of those movies that inspired me to start a collection, and I think it's a great way to end this video. Black Hollywood encased in a movie. It has LL Cool J, Jada Pinkett, Vivica Fox, Loretta Devine, Anthony Henderson, Toni Braxton is in this, Cedric the Entertainer, Whoopi Goldberg. This movie is about a super down-home country family. The dad dies, who is married to Whoopi Goldberg, but he's mean and surly. LL Cool J is the oldest son, and he's married to Vivica Fox. They have their own family situation going on. Anthony Anderson is married to Jada Pinkett Smith, and their kids are little monsters. It's about this family preparing for a funeral. Me and my family still to this day quote this movie, and I feel like it's an underrated gem that a lot of people don't talk about. That is my entire DVD collection. Once again, I am working my way through watching all of these before I go out and buy any more. I usually buy them at the thrift store. The highest is probably $2.99 for any of these movies, but I own them. I don't have to search on a million different platforms. I could just pull them right from the shelf and I have them. All of these movies trigger a memory or just great films in general. Let me know in the comments which one of these movies are your favorite, and are you building a DVD collection in 2026?